पार्टी करना क्या चाह रही है? गुजरात में हार का डर इतना सता रहा है, रातों की नींद हराम हो गई है भाजपाइयों की। उनके पास एक काम है सिर्फ, कैसे आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं का उत्पीड़न करना है, जेल में डालना है।
घोटाला क्या किया? कहते थे मैं शराब बंदी करूंगा, मैं शराब बहुत बुरी चीज है, शराब पीना बुरा है। सरकार में बैठे तो एक्साइज पॉलिसी बना करके बस मोहल्ले मोहल्ले तक पहुंचाने का इंतजाम कर।
Good evening. You're watching the Sunday edition of the explosive weekend debate with me, Poonam Burde. Now, the Delhi excise policy continues to haunt the Aam Aadmi Party and the Delhi government. Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia was served summons by the CBI today for him to appear before them at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Now, Kejriwal's deputy, Manish Sisodia, was named as accused number 1 in the FIR that was filed in this particular case on the 17th of August. He has been raided in the past, his bank lockers have been checked in the past, but this is the first time that he has been summoned for questioning. He is also the first politician who will be examined by the agency despite there being several arrests in the case. Now, Manish Sisodia was quick to offer his full cooperation to the agency, but not before reminding them that there was no proof that was found against him during any of those raids. Truth shall prevail, he declared on social media. His colleague, his close aide and the Chief Minister of the National Capital likened Manish Sisodia to modern-day Bhagat Singh. No jail time would deter his intentions, tweeted Kejriwal. He said, after 75 years, the country got an education minister who has given good education to the poor, and that's why he is being targeted. Well, the Aam Aadmi Party is putting up a brave face, but the political ramifications of this could be big. And that's exactly what the BJP is hoping to encash in on. Listen in to how the political fireworks played out.
केजरीवाल जी की सरकार रही, उस सरकार ने किस तरीके से यहां पर घोटाले पे घोटाला किया है। आज केजरीवाल की सरकार घोटालों की सरकार बन गई है। केजरीवाल, तुमने दिल्ली का किया बेहाल और तुम्हें अब जाना होगा और यहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आना होगा, इस बात की हमको तैयारी है।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी करना क्या चाह रही है? गुजरात में हार का डर इतना सता रहा है, रातों की नींद हराम हो गई है भाजपाइयों की। उनके पास एक काम है सिर्फ, कैसे आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं का उत्पीड़न करना है, जेल में डालना है। मैं बीजेपी के नेताओं से साफ तौर पे कहना चाहता हूं, तुम्हारी इस हताशा में की गई कार्रवाइयों से, ये जेल में डालने से आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता डरने और रुकने वाले नहीं। आम आदमी पार्टी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीधी टक्कर है गुजरात में, और गुजरात का चुनाव हम लोग जीतेंगे।
Now, before I open this up, I just want to put this in perspective for our viewers. Why exactly this is important? It's very much a litmus test for the Aam Aadmi Party, for Team Kejriwal. There are at least 5 specific reasons why that is the case. The first big reason is that Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party began their political journey on the anti-corruption plank. So for them to be above board as far as corruption and graft is concerned is extremely important. Reason number 2 is the Aam Aadmi Party actually rode to power on the promise of clean governance here in the national capital, then in Punjab as well. Reason number 3 is that even Aam Aadmi Party's chief, Arvind Kejriwal, his own mentor, someone he worked with as far as India Against Corruption was concerned, his mentor Anna Hazare has in the recent past raised several times of how there is lack of transparency and how Arvind Kejriwal has been going back on his promise. Reason number 4 is that a top minister in the national capital, Satyamev Jayate, is in jail. There are several other MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party that are under the scanner of multiple agencies. And the biggest reason as far as the political ramifications go is that at least in 2 states where Aam Aadmi Party hopes to make a dent politically, they go to elections not too long after. So there is a lot at stake for the Aam Aadmi Party. There is also a lot at stake for its political rivals. Is this questioning and the summons to Manish Sisodia political, or is it about probity and propriety? To discuss that, BJP spokesperson Harish Khurana now joins me on this broadcast. Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson Priyanka Kakkar also with me. Senior editor of Swaraj magazine Tushar Gupta, Akil Khan, political analyst, and Umesh Sehgal, former Chief Secretary of Delhi, also joining me on this broadcast. But I'd like to begin with you, Priyanka Kakkar. Why link it to elections? The probe in this case has been on. The FIR was filed on the 17th of August. Several arrests have been made so far. Several people linked to the Delhi government. It's due course of action, some would say, that Manish Sisodia, who was the man in charge of this particular policy, which now stands withdrawn, be questioned.
Good evening to all of you. Why this is linked with politics is because, Manish ji had several roadshows lined up till the end of October in Gujarat. And that was to hamper those roadshows, because even today we saw in Bhavnagar, we saw about a 75,000 plus crowd in Bhavnagar in Gujarat. And we are seeing the ramifications here in form of this policy. This is a very progressive policy. When implemented in Punjab, it has earned a revenue of 4,000 crores in the first 6 months of implementation. Also, the rhetoric of the BJP is laughable. Why I say this is, they want to manage the optics and call Aam Aadmi Party a corrupt party as the BJP. And why I say this is because, after giving our citizens in these times of high inflation, after giving our citizens free electricity, free water, free school, free education, free Buzurgo Tirth Yatra, free bus yatra for women, we are still presenting a surplus budget, and our inflation compared to all other states in the country are controlled at a 4%, whereas in Gujarat, for example, it is double inflation than Delhi. It is at 8%. So that is the problem, which is a corrupt government, a government which is able to give so many services free to its citizens, and which has implemented the same policy in Punjab and earned a revenue of 4,000 crores.
Before I get in the BJP spokesperson in, I just want to ask you one question. Because you cite the example of Punjab and how it has been a success there, then why did you withdraw the policy in Delhi?
We had to withdraw it owing to several reasons. There were certain conditions imposed just on the last date when the policy was to be implemented, which could not be fulfilled by people who had already submitted, been successful in the auctioneering process.
So it was just technicalities. It was just technicalities. There was nothing amiss.
Yes, and the same policy is in operation in Punjab, and we're earning a revenue surplus. There are already 4,000 crores we've earned in the first 6 months. There is no bigger proof.
Right, so it was just technicalities, which is why it was withdrawn. The fact that it actually is a success in Punjab goes on to show that everything was above board. Harish Khurana, do you buy that argument?
See, every time when they have been questioned or some radar has been taken in CBI, they hide it behind the Bechara politics and always say there's a victim card is playing on. My question directly to the Aam Aadmi Party people, the same rhetoric was being said when Satyamev Jayate has been arrested. Himachal elections, he has been made a Prabhari, so BJP has got afraid. Since last 4 months, he has been arrested, he has been jailed by the order of the court, not by the order of CBI or any ED. Point number one. Point number two, you're right, your government, clean government has gone for a toss, actually for a toss. And anti-corruption is just a myth now. The reason behind what I'm telling you is one of the ministers, Mr. Satyamev Jayate, is in jail. Second, one of the top minister who had a serious allegation on a liquor scam. In spite of giving answers, they go to Gujarat, they go to Himachal, or they talk anything else, but not about what the liquor scam is and what the people are asking the questions. Questions are, point number one, when the wholesale business was not been allowed to give to the private sector, why have you given to the private people? Point number one. Point number two, when retail business should be given through lottery system, why have you given to your liquor mafia friends? Third, and the most importantly, when the wholesale commission was just 2%, why have you raised to 12%? This is a clear-cut case
right.
of corruption.
So 3 specific questions there being put by the BJP. And before I open this up, quick rebuttal, Ms. Kakkar.
I will see when he spoke about why is it from 2 to 12%. We are now taking a hefty license fee from the vendors instead of taking any money on the sales. The previous policy was that depending on the sales you were supposed to give to the government, and there was a lot of corruption in the system. So to remove that element of corruption, we made sure that we take a hefty license fee first, and we don't take 2%. We take that 12%, like he says, and then we don't take any money in the sale. We have no business in the sales of the liquor. One. Secondly, if it is about liquor, the question must be asked of BJP, don't they see the 10,000 crore liquor trade being illicitly run in Gujarat in a dry state? How is that happening? If they're so bothered about liquor and they're so bothered about the liquor policy, what is happening in Gujarat? There is no policy. People are dying of spurious liquor, so no question should be asked of them.
Can I revert for 2 seconds?
Yes, Mr. Khurana, go ahead. Yes.
See, she has not understood what BJP is asking. Wholesale commission was just 2%. You have raised it to 12% because 6% has to be given in cash to by those liquor wholesale mafias.
But try answering on Gujarat. No, how is it running a illegal trade with 10,000 crore in Gujarat?
Why are you getting panic?
I'm not getting panic, sir. I'm asking you a question because there's no debate on this.
The whole country.
Please answer. The CBI can't see
I need your intervention, ma'am. Poonam, I need your intervention. I'm not spoken in
right. So questions, answers, they're coming in from both sides. Allegations, counter allegations.
See, just 10 seconds.
Yes, go ahead.
She's not giving a specific answer, and she's talking about Gujarat. We are talking over here about the debate on liquor scam in Delhi. Every time when we
right, and it's interesting that Gujarat keeps coming up, Tushar Gupta, isn't it? Because yes, there are elections around the corner, and yes, the Aam Aadmi Party is going all out there, wanting to be the kingmaker or someone who pushes the Congress out of the picture, at least as far as electoral politics is concerned. It's also interesting how the Aam Aadmi Party says that it's not just the summoning or questioning of Manish Sisodia tomorrow. He's going to be arrested. It somehow seems that they're banking on him being arrested so that they can ride the sympathy wave as far as Gujarat is concerned.
Good evening, Poonam. Poonam, I've always believed that the psephologists of the Aam Aadmi Party or the psephologists they consult probably come from another universe. Because in 2014, they were supposed to win 400 Lok Sabha seats. They won 4. In 2019, they were supposed to emerge as the kingmakers. They won a single Lok Sabha seat, which they recently lost. So I don't understand where this entire argument of AAP becoming the kingmaker in Gujarat comes from. To be a kingmaker, you need to be at least a pawn on the chessboard. Aam Aadmi Party is nowhere. It would be a great optimism from me if I said they'll at least hit a 10% vote share. So this thing all about Gujarat and Sisodia, that's vicious. That's all just rhetoric and that's all just attention-grabbing noise. That's point number one. Point number two, this Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson here has a lot to say about the achievements of the Aam Aadmi Party. My simple question is again that you say your excise policy was withdrawn for technicalities. Fair enough. A lot of policies are withdrawn for technicalities. The government wants to rethink them. They want to bring it back with improvements. My simple question is, where was this thought process before the investigation was ordered? Where was this thought process when you withdrew the excise policy less than 24 hours after the investigation was ordered? Today, you're remembering the technicalities, while before the investigation was ordered, you were hailing it as the world's best excise policy. Point number three, you point out Punjab, that the same excise policy has worked wonders in Punjab. I give it to you. But the Punjab debt, which is around 2.7 lakh crore, is not going to be served by excise policy. Where's the real plan? Because in the second month of his CM-ship, Bhagwant Mann was in the center asking for 50,000 crores over the next 2 years. So that still doesn't answer the question. Point number four, Priyanka went on a long spree about what all the Aam Aadmi Party has achieved in Delhi over the last 8 years. Again, my simple point, it was Arvind Kejriwal who was absent from Delhi during the first wave and during the Delta wave when we had severe oxygen cylinder problems in Delhi. So I want to discount all the Aam Aadmi Party achievements there and then. Nevertheless, even if I were to give Priyanka the benefit of doubt, my simple question is that you say you have nothing to hide. You say you're not corrupt. You say there have been hundreds of raids and nothing has been found, no money has been found. Then this is your moment to shine for the Gujarat elections. Then this is your moment to prove that, yes, we were right about the ED raids. This is how BJP were targeting us. Please go vote out for us. This is your moment to shine. Why are you being apologetic? Why are you being rattled? That's my simple question.
Right, and I'd like Akhil Khan to take that question as well. We've seen the kind of political fireworks that have erupted over this particular case with every single arrest. Today we had the Chief Minister of Delhi, the convener of the Aam Aadmi Party, likened Satyamev Jayate and Manish Sisodia to modern day Bhagat Singhs. Satyamev Jayate has been in jail since May this year. He has been denied bail by the courts of this country.
You see, if you see the history of our political India's political history, then you will find that nowhere in this history that you will find the ruling party has become so much worried of any particular election, and because of these things they are doing all kind of this nonsense thing. You see, in 2018 CBI has been withdrawn with that their discretionary power to do any kind of investigation against anybody was withdrawn in 2018 because of insistence of Mr. Modi, and only when BJP will tell, then only CBI will inquire. This is the biggest setback for CBI and credibility also. Now tell me, over the years, Bharatiya Janata Party has become Bharatiya Jhoot Party. It has become Bhrashtiya Janata Party, and now it has become Bhayankar Jhoot Party, moving towards Bhayanak Jhoot Party.
Mr. Khan, it's one thing to call names to any other party, but that's really not the point of the discussion right now.
Illiterate party also now.
Mr. Khan, the point of the